Hello. Let me take this opportunity to wish you all a very happy Republic Day, man. Republic Day is back. So let me take an opportunity to wish you all a very, very happy Republic Day. Charlie, I have one issue, Charlie. Jem, I ball plus you, pal. My ball, pa. You know, I didn't even know. My producer asked me, oh, but KSM, didn't you go some? I said, where didn't I go? He said, oh, Jim had a big dinner for senior citizens. Oh, Lumba was there, Despite. Said, penny for coin. I was looking to see you. And I'm saying, actually, yeah, invited me. So, this is to whoever was in charge of invitations. Why you leave me out, man? My ball. I had to say this, folks. But anyway, I almost forgot. This is TALKSHOP. And as we say all the time, we say it like it is and let the chips fall where they may. This is the first time I didn't start like this because I was more. But honestly, TALKSHOP where we tell it like it is and let the chips fall where they may. And also, like we say all the time, truth crushed to earth shall rise again. And finally, the promise that we have made to all the apostles of Jandam, we shall crush your Jandam with the truth. Stick around. And the quick question is, what time is it? And you know the answer, man. Let me tell you something very, very funny, man. I went to the gym this morning, man, and the security guard at the gym, when he saw me, he says, hey, KSM, what time it is? What's it? What time it is? And on I responded here, nation man. So folks, I almost changed it from what time it is nation man. But anyway, honestly, I was even excited to know, said that security man cry. I mean, he's flowing, and I want TBB. So, folks, what time is it? And it's nation time. Just quickly, before we start today, you know, Cactus Creek, we also have a foundation called the Cactus Foundation. And we are dedicated to training the youth with skills in IT, in coding, in so many things. Now, this is the good news. Between July 22nd and the 25th of July, we are organizing such a boot camp at Cactus Creek. It's a boot camp, which means that there's 3 days of really rigid training for anybody who is either working or who is about to enter the world of work. We call it boot camp for work readiness. And if you are looking on the screen right now, the barcode, please scan the barcode to take you to the website, and you have a chance to apply on the website. Please scan the barcode right now and then send in your application. Or please call this number 050-156-9474 and ask for Angela. 050-156-9474. Ask for Angela. And this is being brought to you for free, folks, by the Cactus Foundation, by USA Africa, and ESAL. These are the companies behind this training. Do not miss this. It's a wonderful opportunity to get into a bootcamp for 3 days and be prepared for the job market. And please, it's very, very important to remember this. The deadline for the application is 6th July. So scan the barcode right now and apply. The deadline is on 6th of July. And I'm very glad the Republic Day was restored. Let me tell you a little bit about Republic Day. People were asking, many people say we have Independence Day, so what is Republic Day? Let me tell you, at the time that we gained independence, 1957, we gained independence, but technically we were still under the Commonwealth. So believe it or not, even though Ghana had gained independence and Krumaka, at long last, Ghana is free forever, and all of those, you know.
Long last, the battle has ended. your beloved country is free forever.
We're still under the Commonwealth, which meant that technically, legally, Queen Elizabeth was the president of Ghana. Let me catch you more. So we had gained our independence, but at the time, we were still considered that we're directly under the Commonwealth. And the leader of the Commonwealth, the president of the Commonwealth, was the Queen. That's why they say Nkrumah was the first prime minister. They didn't say he was a president. They say he was the prime minister of Ghana, because guess who was the president? Queen Elizabeth, you know. And let me cut the whole thing short. Nkrumah fought and fought and fought. He said, yes, we have gained our independence, but as a sovereign country, we must fight and become a republic. From that time, when we gained independence, it wasn't the Republic of Ghana. It was just Ghana. It was just Ghana. Still under the Commonwealth, with the supreme leader being the Queen. It is only when we became a republic that Ghana now considered Kwame Nkrumah the president of Ghana. Until then, yes, you were a prime minister under the Commonwealth. And here's something else. Before independence, you know, that time Legon was just starting. Legon was called the College of Ghana. Near from the College of Ghana, because Ghana was not a sovereign country, so even our educational system was under the British. Back then, the University of Ghana was just considered a college. It was under British, you know. So it was only after Nkrumah fought and made Ghana a republic, and Ghana became a republic, that is when we became a Republic of Ghana, and it became the University of Ghana. Until then, the College of Ghana, they watch water. Trust me. And not only that, it was only when we became a republic that Nkrumah was able to found officially the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Navy, the Ghana, whatever, all the forces, the armed forces became officially the Ghana Armed Forces after we became republic. So just to let you know that the word republic, republic, and yet something that you can throw away. It is something that should be valued. It is something that should be treasured, and it is something that Nkrumah fought for. Essentially, let us now become the Republic of Ghana, and then it became the University of Ghana instead of College of Ghana. We have our Ghana Armed Forces and all the forces, Ghana Police, everything. We had our armed forces because we are now a republic. So folks, from Nkrumah's time, we're always celebrating that day, Republic Day. Because yeah, we have gotten our independence, but becoming a republic was a big deal. Trust me, it was such a big deal that even those who CIA sponsored to overthrow Kwame Nkrumah, NLC, the National Liberation Council, NLC, when they overthrew Kwame Nkrumah in 1966, guess what? They still celebrated Republic Day. Even the enemies of the state, the nation records that you call the NLC, overthrew Kwame Nkrumah, but never did it occur to them say, let's cancel Republic Day, because that's how much of a big deal it is. When NDC handed over to the Progress Party, which was still the beginnings of the MPP, the Progress Party, and Dr. Buzia, what happened? We celebrated Republic Day. Even under Dr. Buzia, I had two Kwame Nkrumah NLC for Abba, they've handed over to Dr. Buzia. We celebrated Republic Day. Folks, after Buzia, who came? I think Buzia was also toppled by General Ike Champong, Kutuwe Champong. In the era of Kutuwe Champong, guess what? We did Republic Day. And Republic Day is that powerful. It is that meaningful. So under Ike Champong, Ghana celebrated Republic Day. Ake Champong went, and then who came? I think in Ake Champong there was two. There was a palace coup, so Kufu became the minister for a while. Not going to that, but under him there was Republic Day. And then Ike Champon's whole regime, the SMC, whatever, was overthrown by Rawlings. The first time Rawlings came, 1979, when he brought the AFRC, Armed Forces Revolutionary Council. Still, there was Republic Day. So we chopped Republic Day under AFRC. He went and he handed over to Liman. Under Liman, there was a Republic Day. He came back again and also overthrew Liman. There was Republic Day. You know, so after J.J. Rawlings left, I think that's when Kufuor came in. Kufuor, he too came, and there was no time under Kufuor that he says, I am cancelling Republic Day. There was Republic Day. It is that important, Minafo. You know? So Kufuor chopped a Republic Day. We celebrated it. Kufuor left, Mills came. Under Mills, you tell me, we had Republic Day. Then after Mills, may he rest in peace, Mahama took over when he passed, and of course, Republic Day continued. So since 1960, we had celebrated Republic Day until when NPP came back under the king, the monarch of all survey, the illustrious and industrious His Excellency Nana Addo. He decided to say, Republic Day cry a trip. Hey! The day Ghana became a republic, even on the scale of importance, you know, between independence, crazy, because after independence, we were still under the Commonwealth as a nation. The day Ghana became a sovereign republic, Nana Addo and the NPP, when they came back, they said, Charlie, we won't celebrate it anymore. Why? Why? In the history of Ghana, there has been only one occasion when they were fighting for the republic. You know. Now, I think it was J.B. Dankwa who said that we should have a referendum. Referendum to is either yes or no. Do you want the republic? Yes. Umpa Republic, no. J.B. Dankwa was advocating that we should vote no. We don't want any republic. So I guess, you know, J.B. Dankwa is Nana Addo's role model or uncle or whatever. So after all the years of transitions in Ghana, where we celebrated Republic Day, under him, he decided that no more Republic Day. Why? Because it is linked to Nkrumah's accomplishments. Even independence crisis, no more. Common sense, folks. Every team, how many players do you have on the team? 12 plus? Every team has 10, 12, whatever, on my team benches, so every team has a lot of people, but there's always one captain. Common sense. Common sense, oh. As someone known the captain of Black Star, was he the only player in Black Star? That's how far back I go. I don't know who is the captain now, but is he the only player? So when we are playing the football and the way pass it to this team member, this member team pass it to them, and eventually it gets onto somebody and they score the goal. When they share goal, no, you have to count all the team members that pass the ball. Says, oh, you know, we're part of the. Come on, man. So it is not. Kwame Nkrumah is not the founder. There were many founders, including the so-called Big Six. Most of whom, when they were sent to jail, they completely said, Nkrumah did no. Folks, let's stop all this. This is the jandam part of rewriting history. It is a jandam at the highest levels. They rewrite history. Nkrumah Kranya found that it was founders. Do you realize that before some time, even they had Nkrumah's effigy on the 2 cedi note? Because no bore me. That if you want to order Kwame Nkrumah, the lowest denomination in the paper currency, the 2 cedis, and yet they Kwame Nkrumah teach also. Even that, at some point, it was pulled out of circulation. His only crime was that he fought and gained independence, and he broke away from the UGCC. Oh, please. Charlie, this revision of history must stop. So, media, I'm very, 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 very happy that JM says, Charlie, Republic Day is back. I mean, on so many levels, I think very, very differently. I think Republic Day, we should have really gone back to those who really built the Republic there. The ex-servicemen, the market women, the students, played a key role. So there should be some celebration with all these key things. But it's okay. James decided to let the spiritual people take over. So it was the churches and the mosque and maybe the, African traditional religions. I don't care. It's about Ghana.
July 1st will no longer be remembered only as our Republic Day. It will now be enshrined as our National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving, a spiritual landmark in our national life.
If it's churches or the mosques or the whatever, it's about Ghana, and they were happy celebrating that we are now celebrating the day that Ghana became a republic. So JM, thank you. And those of you who listened to JM that day, he gave some of the best speeches, calling for national unity.
We must speak a language of peace, compassion, and mutual respect. We must build bridges, not barriers.
I think JM listens to this show, pal. Because at one point, do you remember how many times I've quoted Couture Champon on this show? Say, Yempo, the guy has some vision. Well, it didn't work out well. Unfortunately, Rollins had come to execute him and all. But when you look back at history, he had some contributions that today, when I look back, I really salute him for. And one of the things he said was this, that Ghana, at least he came under him. We were one nation, one people, one destiny. And during His Excellency Mohammed's speech, he said a lot of that.
For we are one people, sharing one land, and pursuing one identity and destiny.
That we are one people, that we are in one nation, that we have one destiny. He said a lot of that I really, really, really appreciated. Say, Charlie, every time I have spoken, even before the election, I said what we need Ghana now is a leader, two things, who can actually work on resetting the minds of Ghanaians, number one, and two, unify this country. And when you hear, the leader we need now is what we have now. Why? Because Mahama is working hard on, number one, how do we unify this country? And how do we do that without changing our mindsets? So people are not aware, but mindsets are changing. Trust me, mindsets are changing. Let me tell you something that I didn't want to bring it up. Well, I decided I can bring it up, but I don't want to bring names. I had a group of 4 people visiting Cactus Creek a couple of weeks ago. They were Ghanaians. 3 of them live in the US, 1 of them, and then 2 of them were Ghanaians, 4 people. And guess what, folks? They are all die in the wool MPP. Like I said, you can belong to any party you want. It is your right. There's no law that protects or prevents anybody from joining any party they want. So feel free. And I've said that time and time again. The only thing I add to that is whatever party you belong to, I beg, make Ghana the supreme domineering factor. Long before the MPP, there was Ghana. Long before the NDC, there was Ghana. Long after the MPP and the NDC, there will still be Ghana. Inti Pacho, Ghana, so let's build a nation. And let me go back. I was having, they stopped by Cactus Creek to hang out, blah, blah, blah. And 2 of them said, Charlie Kesem, we've been listening to TS online when we're in the States. And Charlie, you are right, We have read the time. It's not about party. It's about how we build a nation. Even if it's a party, it's about how they build a nation. And I was so happy. And these were friends of mine, 2 that I know, some that I didn't know. Oh, see, Charlie, we're listening to TS. And we have to tell you that we agree with you 100%. Essentially, let's go beyond party small. Let's think this nation. I'm sorry to say that the decision to abolish Republic Day was such an ingrained, I don't know, partisan thing. Said we shouldn't do anything that smacks of anything that Nkrumah did with the CPP. Any thing. Only a two Kwame Nkrumah no cry NLC, the National Liberation Council, which, by the way, Nkrumah gave them a better name. He called them the Notorious Liars Council. For those of us who are following Nkrumah, who are listening to his speeches from Conakry, he never referred to anything called the National Liberation Council. Was it the Notorious Liars Council? And that's what they were. But even under the Notorious Liars Council, they gave respect to the Republic Day. I am glad that finally Ghanaians have decided to celebrate Republic Day. Folks, this is where the nation should be going. This is what we should be thinking. How do we unify this country? And that's why I said, Charlie, things are changing in this country. And I think on my last episode, I mentioned it. You watch, by the time we go into the next election, you just watch the behavioral thinking and changes that Ghanaians are going through. Things are changing. So me, Mom, I'm wishing Muhammad the best with this resetting. Things are happening. That's why I warned the other time that I know that the MPP is ready to have an election before or something in January so they can come with their flag bearer. And I was pleading that NDC don't get distracted by that theatrical thing and also decide, say, it's time for you to pick it. No. Please focus on what you're doing. Already I hear the 24-hour economy is slowly creeping in.
Today marks the formal launch of the 24-hour economy and accelerated export development program, what we now proudly call the 24H+ agenda. This is more than a policy initiative. It is a national reset, a bold strategic shift to unlock our country's full productive potential. Today we reclaim our founders' vision of a self-reliant, industrious and inclusive African nation that works with organized creativity and ensures prosperity for all.
Let's focus on that. Let's build on that. What's the name of a Greek man who has come with Feed Ghana?
We are advocating that every Ghanaian must have a garden, a home garden in the house. We want every Ghanaian to take advantage of the rich soil and produce something small in the house to support the cost of feeding in the house.
Actually intelligent, productive things. No, let's focus on that. Basintili and the Youth Employment Agency struggling hard to get jobs for the youth. Charlie, these things are happening. But all I'm saying is that let's not make them happen, say, they are just political showcases, but they don't mean anything. Like NABCO. NABCO was just a charade, was just a political showcase where they ended up where NABCO people were saying they haven't been paid, they haven't been placed, and all that unfortunate disaster that happened with it. This time, let's make sure that that is avoided. I am saying this, folks. Things of a positive nature have started happening. Let's build on it. So I'm just appealing to the senses of NDC. So don't get competitive. Say January, I don't know whether it's Baumia or whoever has been selected. So they're going to start campaigning. Now you also lose guard and start campaigning. What for? Do the work. Work on actually introducing a 24-hour economy. The best you can, because that's a long-term goal. But at least the foundations. Youth employment, the foundations. Agric, Feed Ghana, the foundations. And trust me, if these foundations are laid and they are laid properly, that will be the campaign message. You don't have to say anything. I said it time and time again that if, as a presidential candidate, you have to tell people, oh, this is what I've done. If you have to tell people what you have done already, you have lost. You have to allow the people to tell you how they are grateful for what you have done. You know? And if you know, the intelligent campaigning, you know, by mouth, the things are so visible that people see it, people feel it, people embrace it, and they know, say, that's the best campaign you can do. Not mounting a platform and making loud noise about dams you have never built, one district, one factory that were never built. Those do not win any votes. People are changing. And I'm very, very happy that Ghanaians, when did I say the last time? Americans say, Charlie, we are now woke. Not just to say, and I think even former President Kufuor has mentioned that the electorate and the thinking of the electorate is different now.
If we take care to look at the electoral history from 2016, 2020, 2024, and if we are sincere with ourselves, we would know that the electorate of Ghana has matured.
People are growing. Gone are the days when you come into government and mess up like there's no tomorrow, and just before the election you go and distribute bentwa. You know bentwa? I don't know the Brofo name for bentwa. You know that I'm sure my producer will show the picture of bentwa. They are this son. When see hospitals, roads, you don't do anything. By getting to election, you get a bentwa and supply the bentwa, and actually people go out and vote for you. Sad, and those days are gone. So politicians, be very, very careful. Ghanaians are now woke. And I'm looking forward to the next election. And the intelligence. Well, you don't think people evolve? Folks, I'm keeping this short today because we are going to be back very, very soon. And by the way, I'm sorry. I know we are going to put online a petition for everybody to sign. And those who are developing it, the legal people, they say I should give them Monday, the petition will be out. So people, bear with us. Monday, July 7th, the online clemency appeal will be on. That please sign, let your family sign, let your friends sign. Sign as much as you possible, left, right, and center. Let's really fight for clemency for this dynamic, energetic Ghanaian who worked hard enough after selling foes, used clothes, and foodstuff, to be able to set up a bank, and who is languishing in jail for no reason other than vendetta and jealousy. So the petition will be out on the 7th. Please look out for it and sign. Already he's been in jail for 3 years. A very, very, very intelligent man languishing in jail on a wheelchair because of a spinal problem. What a wheelchair. Sign the petition, please. 3 years suffering, languishing, an intelligent banker. So please watch out for the petition on July 7th and sign. But this was a nice quick one, but all I'm saying is that every leader did not touch Republic Day except for one, in honor of the uncle or whatever made him in him. But I am glad that Republic Day is back. And I'm glad that Ghanaians are being reminded that it was on that day that Ghana became a sovereign country and not under the leadership of the Queen. Anyway, folks, like I said in my earlier submission, things are happening and things are growing, and the sign that the black star is rising again is there. And my conclusion is even more significant now than ever, this country shall rise again.